They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk all I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Slam with the guys that are out here. Can I get a yeah?
Yeah. Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock.
Alright, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. I hope all is well with everybody. Today is very, I guess it's becoming more of a common trend, but we got another part 2 here today. Check out my earlier episode with Grafh where we really got into things. But we had a friendship before then. It's turned into a brotherhood now. This guy's been outside everywhere, countries touring, Joyner Lucas tour, everything. And so I'm OD proud to get the text like, yo, bro, let's run it back. What's going on?
Right. It's good, G. It's good to see you, my G.
So listen,
yeah.
We got the guy in the building, the top shotter,
boom,
the bad man,
boom,
the general,
boom.
You know what I'm saying? Big Queens in the building, man. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm in a happy space. I ain't gonna front, man. All this hard work paying off and feels great. I got no complaints, man. Only praises.
Right.
Word.
Right. So I was looking at the artwork for Don't Front. And it says, when they give you your flowers, remember you earned every petal.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I like that. I had to point that out to the world.
That is a fact. Like right now, I'm receiving my flowers. It's a blessing, blessings upon blessings, man. It feels great. I ain't gonna front, but I definitely earned every flower. Word.
Right.
Word. Some people be like, yo, are you mad it took this long to get your flowers? As long as they come, bro.
Right.
I mean, it's here now. I'm cool. I accept it however it go. Because I never did it for the accolades. Of course, they feel good. Everybody want to be respected and acknowledged for the pain they put in. But whenever it comes, I ain't tripping.
Right.
Word.
So
Pause.
Right. So I got some tweets for you. Right. So, I've been hustling since 15, pretending it was rap money. Y'all got me. But now it's all legit, all rap money. I'm walking in my purpose. God's blessings hitting different these days. Hashtag God's timing. Hashtag grab. Hashtag papoose.
Facts. I always felt like my whole career was funded just from me. How to be outside and do it. Rap is, if you don't have an investor, then you got the dope boy behind you.
Right.
And when you are the dope boy, then nigga, you got to do what you got to do for yourself.
Right.
But my whole career was just, funded by me independently. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that now it's all legit, it's all music, it's all just the proper way. I feel like I'm really walking in my purpose and doing whatever God intended me to do.
Right.
And I see the universe giving me back what I'm putting in the right way. So it's a blessing, bro. That's all I can say, man. I'm literally just a living testament to what staying down, believing in yourself, working hard, and putting God first and moving forward in a positive direction can actually do for your life. Word. It's like frequency. Like let's say you listen to the radio station. If you want Hot 97, one little change is static. Right. Just make that one little change in frequency. Change everything.
Right.
Word. That's happening right now.
Right. That's for everybody listening. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a jewel. Sometimes your blessing is to be a blessing. Sometimes things take a little longer. Sometimes it's also a test to like, how bad do you want it? How far are you willing to go? Have you gone far enough? And then, like you said, what's the adjustment? Life is all about adjustment.
That's it. It's all decisions and choices, man. And it's not about. Well, one thing I learned about this journey, I said I just wrote a new song. I don't know if I'm put on this record, but I wrote a song where I said it's not about lifting weights. Who could lift? Who's lifting the strongest? It's about who could endure discomfort the longest.
Yes.
That's what I'm really realizing in this journey. Who could put up with the pain the longest? Who could put it down and work through adversity the longest? Because as long as you stay true to your craft, true to what you believe, you're going to get what you deserve. The universe don't give you back what you ain't put in. You're going to get what you put into this motherfucker all the time. If you work hard and you're in your purpose, you're going to get it back. It's just that's just the law of attraction. You gotta just be dedicated to it and believe. You know what I mean? Word.
Absolutely. Joyner's a beast with it. His creativity, his grind, and the way he moves is next level. Mad respect at Joyner Lucas. Real ones always align at the right time. Hashtag Drink Champs, hashtag Grafh,
Mm-hmm.
hashtag hip hop.
And I tweeted that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to my nigga Joyner, man. You know, I went on tour with Joyner.
Yeah.
It was amazing, man. I went on tour with him. That was amazing. We grew into like real friends and shit like that. Like we be working and cooking up stuff and just that's a good brother right there. Like his work acumen and his the way he approaches music, he thinks different than everybody other artists I've ever been around. Like I learned a lot just touring with him and watching how he move. I'm like, this nigga's different. He one of them ones though. Shout out to Joyner. Word.
Right. Beef is a broke sport. No, beef is a broke person's sport.
Mm-hmm.
Or in parentheses, or a very rich one.
Facts, because beef is expensive, man. Either you have nothing to lose or everything to lose. There is no winners in beef, man. Like that shit is lawyer fees, it's death, it's jail. It could cost too much. Not even just money. It costs too much. Beef costs too much, bro. It's like the time you put into it, especially a person like me, I'm neurotic. So if I'm beefing with you, I'm be thinking about you every day. And you're on my mind. I'm thinking about destroying you every day. That's a lot of energy to be put into another human.
Right.
And all that does is scare the money away, scare blessings away, scare opportunities away, invite hip-hop police, invite police, period. Like, that shit is a broke person sport, bro. It's the beef or a very rich one. If you really got the bag, I just put a bag on you and I forget about you. I ain't got time to be doing this shit. So either it's a rich person sport or a broke person sport, because that shit's scaring the money away. I don't want to trouble with nobody, nigga. Like, keep that shit over there. I'm trying to get this bread. Beef and money don't coincide, bro.
Right.
Don't live in the same house, not to me.
How do you feel about the Cam and Jim situation?
I hate it. I hate it, to be honest, man. I'm a Dipset fan. And those guys are like friends of mine in real life. Like I fuck with Jim super hard. I fuck with Cam. These are like personal friends, and I'm fans of these people. This is culture. This is New York City shit. So hip hop wise, as a community, I fucking hate it because as a fan, I want to see my superheroes just stay legendary up here in this invisible glass box that I have my legends floating in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first part. And then two is men. It bothers me too because I wish they could have resolved this shit off the camera because we all know the kind of love that Jim got for Cam. And I'm assuming it's probably reciprocated, but maybe they express their pain and love in different ways. I don't know. I'm not in their mind or ask them about what the fuck going on, but Jim has expressed his love for Cam many a times. Y'all came up from it together. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I don't want to see no dynasties fall. You know what I'm saying? Dipset is a New York staple.
Right.
And I'm a fan. I'm authentically a fan of the culture and pushing it forward. And to me, it's just steps back culture-wise. But just as men, I hope they could work it out because them niggas is brothers.
Right.
And with the music shit, the music in the streets is parallel. If y'all beef, it can go left like this. Nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I don't want to see that. I would hate that. You know what I mean? And these are real friends in real life. So I mean, friends of mine. You know what I mean? So I pray they can work it out. I don't want to see that for hip hop and for them as men. I don't want to see it.
Right. I'm definitely sending a lot of love and healing energy to our brothers. I got a Jim Jones interview. I would love to interview Cam someday, which I will. But it's one of those things where I know it could be reconciled. For me,
There's a lot of love there. I think I think it could
yeah.
be. I think it could be. And they both leaders. You got the young and the old. They're one of the very few human beings on the planet that got the attention of the old crowd and the young crowd.
Yeah.
Y'all are such staples and leaders in the community that whatever y'all do, niggas gonna follow.
Right.
If y'all fix it, niggas gonna follow that energy. If y'all beef and go to war, niggas gonna follow that energy.
Right.
So it's like I pray that it can go the positive way because they both strong in the street.
Right.
We don't want to see that. Like not for niggas that got that kind of love or that was based in love in the beginning. Y'all got too much history. Nah, I hope it could work out. If it was up to me, I'll wave the magic wand like, nah, we gotta cut that. We gotta cut that. Like I don't want to see it go nowhere else.
Right.
But I don't know if it went too far already. Who knows? But I mean, they've been here before though, publicly.
Right, yeah.
But I think the love still remains. I think you know what I'm saying. This would be from the outside looking in. I think the love remains, and hopefully that could supersede all other shit.
Yeah, I think overall the good outweighs the bad.
Right.
You know, the bad is just more relevant right now.
All the time.
But
negative energy will always, in the moment, feel like it's outshining the positive energy. Mm-hmm. It's not actually doing that, but it feels like it. Like I always get this example. One time I was doing a show, right? There was probably like 300 people. Out of 300 people, 299 is going crazy. I'm loving the shit. They going crazy, hands in the air, rocking. I got one nigga hating. And for some reason, my eyes just kept making eye contact with this one nigga, and his energy was just throwing me off and throwing my whole performance off. One hater out of the whole crowd that's rocking, for some reason, my energy kept going there. I was like, how is this one negative light superseding all this other energy? Like, how is this one negative beam overpowering all of this positivity? And it was hard for me to like get a grip on that shit in the moment. I'm like, damn, after the show, I was like, how the hell did I allow that? For this one little speck of negativity to outshine all this positivity. It be like that though, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a conversation with my grandmother a few weeks ago, and she was telling me how petty don't look good on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a gem, bro. Like, I've been telling people that every chance I get, because petty don't look, I'm one of those people that petty don't look good on. For me,
Right,
like,
right.
That I'm shifting my way. I'm a very loving person, caring person, so I'm compromising myself.
Right, right.
But I'm shifting my way of thinking to start doing things that aren't of me, right? So I'm really gonna be more mad at myself than I am at you, because you got me off my square.
Right, that's a big fact. There's another jewel I can give you regarding that. I always say I'm an upstanding dude. I believe in certain principles, and I'm stand on that. I'm gonna never let another man's energy shift mine. I'm not gonna let his frequency shift mine. I'm gonna keep it tall no matter what. However I choose to handle the situation, whether you on the right or the wrong, I'm gonna be the same nigga. Right. I can't allow you to change how I move. Because you could be a low down dude, you could be a rat, you could be a snake, you could be fake, whatever it is. I can't let your energy or frequency change mine. I gotta do the right thing regardless.
Right.
So I always look at life that way. Like, don't let nobody, I tell my kids that, like, don't let somebody else's energy change who you are. Right. Stand on whatever you stand on, regardless if it's positive or negative from this nigga. Stand on this. Right. Word.
So you shot me a text a few weeks ago, and you told me that you didn't like the divide between Black and Puerto Ricans in hip hop.
When I saw what Fat Joe and Lord Jamal was going through, that was probably what triggered me to call you. I was like, nah, we gotta speak on this, because in my opinion, hip hop is designed to unify us. You know what I'm saying? So it's so counterproductive and hurtful to us as a community to see Black and brown at any disconnect, because some of that stuff does exist. I don't think it's coming from Fat Joe. No, I don't believe that. That's just my opinion. But that does exist in the world, period. Like, you can go to the Heights, you can find some Dominicans that don't fuck with Blacks or don't claim to be Black, all kind of shit like that. But it's like, there's more unity there than separation. Right. And I don't want to see two leaders of that magnitude promote any type of division like that. Like, that shit is harmful for the community of hip hop. It's harmful in the street. If that should spill over to the street, it can. Because that rhetoric does exist where there's a divide between Black and brown, but there's more unity. Even me in the street, when I was outside doing, the hustling, I got more money with Spanish dudes than probably Black dudes. I got a bunch of chicken with Spanish dudes. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, there's a camaraderie there. There's family there. There's unity there. And hip hop is about that, man. Any divide in hip hop, when you're from the bottom, that's what we about. Unifying us down here. There should be no separation between us down here. Nah, we all niggas from the foundation of it, from the core, from the culture, from the roots of it. We can't promote no division. So I'm praying that can be rectified. Or I just at least want to spit my part about it and just say, nah, we need unity between Black and brown at all times, from the street to hip hop, because the culture is about unifying. And it's like, if two individuals have an issue, I hope they just keep between them. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't make it about that. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't want to speak on their situation. Shout out to Fat Joe. That's my nigga. Shout out to Lord Jamal. That's my nigga. These are the men I respect greatly. You know what I'm saying? But it's still heartbreaking for me to see any type of divide in the unity that hip hop is based in. We don't need that. We can't allow that. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that could spill over into the street as well, too. Like, it can. It happened before. Remember uptown when some of the Dominicans and Black dudes, the Black niggas came uptown, was about to get active. The show was about to go left. But then you had some people in the middle unifying, like, nah, we can't let it go there. Like, we are one, man. We all from the bottom. What we fighting for? Yes. You know what I'm saying? We from the bottom. What we fighting for? You know what I'm saying? It's about unity with that kind of shit, especially with hip hop culture. Nah, we got to stand on the unification of us from down here. If you up to the top, cool. But I don't know what goes on up there. I'm from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Right. Down here, nah, we got to keep it solid.
Absolutely. So, what's the separation between old and new rappers?
I think there's a big divide between the old generation and the new generation. And that's another thing I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see that shit, because It shouldn't be like that. I feel like the old need the new and the new need the old. And for some reason in hip hop culture, we lost that. That doesn't exist in any other culture anywhere. If you look at Spanish community, old bachata, young bachata, everybody wilding out when it comes on. Old salsa, old reggaeton, new reggaeton, the young and the old party together.
Right.
The young and the old still keep their legends legendary. Even if you look at like what's considered white music, whatever you want to say, it's the same thing. If you play old hits from rock stars, the young and the old embrace it. There's no division between what's classic and what's new. You know what I'm saying? Like the young people embrace the classics in all of these other arenas. Think about it. If you look at rock stars, they get put on t-shirts. They get immortalized. We take our legends and put them on fucking memes and shit. Like, where's the disconnect? Like, keep your legends legendary. Everybody should be embracing it. Same thing with Jamaicans and Jamaican culture. Young people, old people, we celebrating our legends. You go to the dance hall and play an old record, whether it's Bob Marley or Vybz Kartel, anything classic. Young and old is wilding out together. They all celebrating together. They all in a good vibe together. For some reason in hip hop, we lost that where some of the older guys hear young music and be like, oh, turn that shit off. Or the young dudes hear older music like, nah, turn that shit off. It's like, what? We need to be taken from each other. The old, if you want to stay in tune with what's young and what's current, you should be in tune with the young folks, taking from them and giving them jewels. Take from them in a positive way, because you stay in tune with what's current and what's new, because this is the voice of the future, where the world is going, and give them the jewels. Don't criticize, just give them the jewels. Give them advice and jewels. It's like niggas on the block, older niggas on the block. When I'm young and I'm coming up on the street, if my OG tell me what to do in a positive way, I'm gonna take his jewels. If he coming up like I used to be on this corner and he come at me negative, then I'm gonna respond negatively. When you come at me positive, I'm gonna respond with that energy. I'm gonna give that back. So I think that's what the older leaders of this culture need to do. And I think the young people should embrace what the old people have to say and offer, because that's how it's supposed to go. You have to each one teach one, learn from each other. We need each other. There's no reason for the divide. And I be seeing it. I see it clearly. Like some of the young artists, they don't even care about bars. They don't even care about the legends. How and why? That's wild to me. It should just be one. It should just be one. It should be one ecosystem. Everybody supporting everybody. Older dudes support the young dudes support the older dudes, and respect each other and push it. If a legendary song come on, you should be wilding out like, that's my shit. Like you might be a young artist that just came into the game and just got hip to something like a De La Soul or a Pete Rock or whatever's classic. But when you see it, like I see my son, he loved De La Soul when he was like 10 years old. I was like, I don't even know how you found this shit. He loved Chubb Rock, all kind of classic shit. I'm like, how did you even find this music? But it's like, it's just good. Good music is good music. It transcends time. So that shit, we got to change that too. It's whack. It's whack. The disconnect between the young and the old is trash. It should just be unified and respect all across the board. And everybody need to take from everybody. Take from the young, take from the old, share jewels, share knowledge, share information. Young show you where it's going. Old niggas show you where it was. And merge that shit.
Right.
What we fighting for?
Right.
What we fighting for? Hip hop is about unity, man. What we fighting for? It's weird.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between, I don't want to say hate, dislike, but I feel like there's a difference between competition and disliking something, right? Because, of course, you know, not everybody's as nice as me to diss everybody. You know, the guy over here says, right? But but you know, that's cool. That's friendly competition, you know, and you really with the smoke and you're really about it.
Right.
But I feel like when you're not trying to give the information, pass it on, that's how things die out.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not even talking about competition or like a dislike. It's like it's a disconnect. Because I'm not talking some kumbaya shit.
Yeah.
You could compete, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't even care about that. The disconnect is crazy to me. Yes. Like the young don't respect the old and the old don't respect the young. Yeah. How could you progress like that? Right. The old should be leading the young. Say this is where it was, this is where it's going. Be in tune with the young so you see where things are going. Right. And help mold that. Help create that shift. And the young should see what the old was. It's like, think about even if you're a ball player or a boxer, you watch the tape, study the greats, and then you add it to your own sauce. Right. You don't hate on what was before you. That's insane.
That's insane.
That disconnect is like that's just hustling backwards. It don't make no sense to me.
It's two mindsets, right? It's scarcity and abundance.
Facts.
So everybody should be in an abundance mindset,
right?
Because we all in this space. We all chose to be here,
right?
Right. So we gotta embrace it. And I think one thing I do want to point out is that hip hop is late 70s, early 80s, and things like that, right? We're coming out of segregation in the South, You know what I'm saying? We coming like people forget like that time in this country, bro.
Mm.
So this is something
that didn't happen. That didn't happen that long ago.
Right.
Like
Especially
my OG Chaz saw his dad get hosed down.
I believe it.
You know what I'm trying to say? So we're not that far away from that.
We're not.
You know what I'm saying? That's why even when what I was saying with the Fat Joe and Lord Jamal thing, I wasn't there for the beginning of hip hop. I cannot even question or anything that they're saying happened. I'm just saying in regards to the unification of what this whole culture means to all of us.
Yes.
It almost don't matter who was first or second. It's like we all a part of shit now together. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, even I'm not talking about the spirit of competition. I'm talking about just in the spirit of unity. The foundation got to be solid. For you to build a house, you need a strong foundation. You can't get to the roof without this basement being solid.
Right.
Down here, we got to keep that solid. You know what I'm saying? What we're going to do with this roof, we can figure that shit out later.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
And that's me as a fan of the culture and respecting our leaders.
Right.
I'm like, y'all leading us. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I'm still a student of the game. So I'm watching all this shit. I'm like, even though I've been in it for a long time, these are niggas I look up to still.
Right.
So I'm just like, nah. You know what I'm saying? With certain shit, like, nah, especially I'm outside. I'm still outside too, so I know how certain things from leaders affect the streets.
Yes.
That shit can spill over easy as fuck. It can. I'm outside, nigga.
Right.
It's not healthy.
All it takes is one prideful person, right?
All it takes is one.
Fan, your brother, somebody.
All it takes is one. Yeah, all it takes is one. It'd be like
that.
It'd be like that. And I'm like, nah, it ain't worth it. Not with hip hop is concerned as a culture. Like, we gotta unify the bottom always. These niggas coming from poverty, niggas coming from the bottom.
Right.
Nah.
So, do you have a stylist?
Nah, I am a stylist.
Right.
Or I'm heavily into fashion. Oh, shout out to Mac Miller today, man. So I got my Mac Miller shirt on. Can they see this? The camera.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's his birthday today, man. Shout out to Mac Miller. I
Man,
never got the opportunity. I never got the opportunity to meet him, man. I knew his people, worked with a lot of his peoples. Shout out to Mike, Red Tape, all of those guys. Even Wiz Khalifa, you know, I was gonna sign him before. Wiz Khalifa's my guy. Shout out to all those guys, man. Pittsburgh, all that, man. I never got to actually meet him, but what he contributed and his likeness and energy. Salute to him, man. Happy birthday to him. I wanted to throw that on today. Like, shout out to the bro.
Absolutely. So
y'all see that? Y'all see what's going on?
So,
I see what's going
show
on.
the people, man. Show the people, man. Show the people the chain too, man. Yo, look.
Oh, yeah.
I got a Rocafella chain on my podcast, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This is big time, bro. This is big time stuff.
It's my bow tie, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Conversation with Zoe. This is big time stuff, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So when do you go shopping?
I'm always shopping, man. I think fashion is art and it's self-expression. It's all a part. It's like making records or anything else. Like, whatever you align with, it speaks to who you are. So I'm always shop. I don't like pick a day to shop. If I see something I like, I just get it.
Right.
And I shop vintage. I shop couture shit. I shop black brands, independent brands. I just like what I like.
Right.
The one thing I don't do is nothing trendy. If that shit is in style, I'm not fucking with it.
Right.
But I will fuck with when it's played out if I like it.
Right.
If it's in style, if it's trendy, I don't give a how much I like it. If it's in style and it's trendy, you won't catch me dead in that shit.
Right.
Same thing with even music or trends. Whatever the trend is, I'm going the other way. That'd be my advice for anybody. Whatever the trend is, don't do that.
Right.
You can't stand out blending in.
Right.
I'm not into it.
That's true. That's to all my kids in the school, man. This whole vaping thing and smoking thing and taking pills, like, if that's not really your bop, then leave it like that, bro. Like,
you know what happens, man? Niggas made taking drugs sound so cool in the music. That even if you don't take drugs, you almost feel like you should. Because this music is very influential. And if you think about being impoverished and from the hood, a lot of times the father figure's not in the household. So the rappers are raising these kids. Like, when I grew up, it was the street niggas and rappers raising me. I don't learn how to be a man from a man in my household. I learned from TV, gangsters in the street, hip hop. I learned how to tie a fucking tie on YouTube, dog. Like, I didn't have. You learn how to be a man from the people around you and from the leaders in this music shit.
Right.
So now if you're young listening to music and just talking about I'm sad, I'm depressed, or I'm partying, and either way, whether I'm sad or I'm happy, I'm popping pills and taking drugs, and that's what you feel like, that's the bop.
right.
That's the bop. Think about it when Lil Kim and Fox came out and they was talking about hoeing and however they was expressing it. Shorty was giving it up crazy. They made it easy for niggas to get some buns. I was like, oh shit, they doing what the music say. Same thing with hustlers. Same thing with everything. We do what the music say. Like, we are leaders in our own right. So, but it's a double-edged sword because the artists that are making the music, they didn't sign up to be role models or leaders. We are all imperfect humans making music and expressing pain.
Right.
So if a nigga's expressing pain in his music, and you take that as your blueprint for how to live your life, you already have this at a disadvantage. Because I use this to express pain. I use this therapeutically. So I might be talking about a bunch of negative shit, which is therapeutic for me to get out.
Right.
And meanwhile, you basically, this is the blueprint for how you want to live.
Yeah. He's speaking my truth.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I might have got this toxic shit out in this record, and now you ingesting this toxic shit. Now you using that as your blueprint to move forward. It's just it's a crazy cycle. So I'm not knocking artists for what they talking about. I'm just saying that's how the shit gets so lost in translation.
Right. So speaking of records and things of that nature, which artist would you accept being compared to you?
Oh, because that being compared to me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a good question. I always got compared to Eminem, and it was a great honor for me because I think he's one of the best niggas ever. Especially how he's approached his records and his word pattern and his ability to rap. Always an honor to be compared to Eminem. Who would I want to be compared to me? I don't even. That's a good ass question. Anybody that's lyrical and upholding the culture the way I do, man. I really care about the shit, like in a real way. I don't make music for a particular reason. Like, oh, I gotta make a music song for the club. I gotta make a song to go viral. I just make music, bro. This is what I do. I create shit. My happy place is creating music. I don't do it for a particular purpose, but to create and push the culture forward. That's it. So whoever just embodies the culture in that way and puts lyrics first and word patterns and content and flow and all of that shit in the forefront. I don't even have a particular name, bro. Who would you compare? Who would you say?
I mean, I feel like
I don't have a name on top of my head. That's a good ass question.
I'm gonna come back to this question, right? Because were you ahead of your time?
Beyond.
Right.
Yeah, I was.
I feel like Benny the Butcher, Joey Badass, Griselda, all that exists because of you. Like, I feel like they was able to come after you, right? And it made sense. But you came first, pause, and then it was like, it was just you kind of in this space.
Right.
So then it kind of had to go backwards, right? It was you, then it was them, and now it's back to you.
Right, that's real shit. I like that. Yeah, I like that take on it because I feel like that too. Like I started the lyrical, well, in my opinion, the lyrical street rap shit at this high end of lyricalism with the street shit and combined it. I feel like I did that. You know I mean, Coogee Rap and them guys did it before me, but I'm talking about for niggas you naming right now.
Right,
that was me. Yeah, word.
Yeah,
that K Slade mixtape era, I did that. Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I can see that. I fuck with that. Those are solid names you just mentioned.
Absolutely.
Them niggas upholding the culture the right way. Facts. Shout out to my nigga Benny and Joey Badass. Word. Facts.
So now feeding into your Jamaican side a little bit, what does a Vybz Kartel record sound like featuring Grafh?
Oh my goodness. My nigga, can we make that happen?
Come on now. I gotta put it out there, man.
Bro,
welcome home. You know, Vybz is home.
I am a huge Vybz Kartel fan. You don't understand. I mean, when it was Gully Side versus Gaza, it was a stressful time in my life, man, because I was a fan of both of them brothers. So I'm glad it's all unity, but Vybz is the dude.
Yes.
Vybz is the guy, my nigga. Yes. Like, I wanted to go to Jamaica for that concert. You seen that concert, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that shit was retarded. Nah, that's a beyond bucket list thing. A Vybz Kartel record, my nigga's gonna sound like he get busy. It's gonna be kind of lyrical. I'm gonna be in my Jamaican bag too, doing my shit.
Yeah.
But we gonna put some bars together too, because Bob's go crazy.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a bop. It's gonna be a bop. It's gonna be beer guy getting fucked, couple shots getting licked off. You already know what's happening. Club getting done. It's gonna be a dance hall, big tune. It's gonna be a dance hall track. Couple niggas got shot. Couple girls got fucked. Right. That's how it's going down, nigga. Right. It's gonna be one of them joints, nigga. Bam, 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 bam. All that gonna happen.
Yeah.
Word.
For that. So.
We gotta make that happen, son. Put that in the universe.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I need that in life.
We're gonna have to put that one out there, man.
That's a big fact. Yeah.
So, any songs with Pusha T?
We actually trying to cook up one now. Yeah, I sent him some joints.
I listened to this last album.
We going back and forth on different record concerts and shit like that. Shout out to Pusha. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's in the near future.
I have a request. I just want to be in the kitchen cooking up or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, facts.
I want to be cooking up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Sidewalk Zone cooking up in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one time.
Yeah, that's a big fact.
But then, so how do we decline a feature?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
If I ain't jacking it, I ain't jacking it.
Okay.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not even because if you sent me a feature to do, we obviously have the mutual respect for each other. So you can't be offended if I don't feel what you send me, because it's just creative energy. It just might not be my bop. Like my man sent me a record the other day. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want to be offended. I don't think he would be offended anyway. But the record was dope. It just wasn't my bop. So I was like, I like this song. I don't like it for me.
Right.
So I don't think he was offended. It's like, nah. So that's not declining the feature, but I was like, this ain't my bop, and I ain't doing it. But I like the record. I just don't like it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Word.
So we're gonna break down Rocafella chain.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The rap game, you niggas gotta restore it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I've been this nice, and you niggas tried to ignore it.
That's a fact.
Right.
Even now, like this is the hottest I've been in a long time, and I still don't get embraced by all of the powers that be. A lot of it is coming around now, which is a beautiful thing, a beautiful feeling. But what I learned on this journey is just go to where the love is. Go to where the positivity is. Everybody's not going to want you to win. Everybody's not going to be for you. But the ones that do want you to live, just fuck with that. Fuck with that. Because the ones who were ignoring, even though I made it impossible for you to ignore, some niggas still don't want to acknowledge what's happening. But the ones that are embracing, the majority of the industry is embracing the shit. It feels great, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I've been kind of ignored or put on the back burner for so long. I used to that. I used to fighting for the love, and I used to working 3 times harder than everybody. That's my work ethic is so crazy now, because I had to work 3 times harder just to stay relevant, because niggas is running from us for so long because of all the street and gangster shit attached to my name. You know what I'm saying? We came in the game and made a lot of niggas uncomfortable. So the talent got overshadowed by the gangster shit, unfortunately, at the early part of my career. And a lot of niggas ain't want to be in the same room with niggas. You know what I'm saying? So now the love and the respect and the honor and to be accepted and not ignored or have to fight for the love, it's just free flowing, and the blessings of being bestowed upon a nigga, amazing. Right. Amazing.
I've been giving you life, and you niggas tried to abort it.
Same shit. This is the creative energy I'm giving y'all is life. Yeah. And the abortion of it goes beyond just, it's so many layers to that line, because I can even, you know how many rooms I've been in where I had to learn the hard way that niggas will use you for your energy. I learned the hard way that people use you for your energy. Like that's the real 48 laws of power shit, but it's like those are practices that I don't practice. Those are practices that were practiced on me. You know what I'm saying? Sure. How many rooms I've been in where I felt like, oh, it's love, it's all good, we building. Meanwhile, they just gonna use you for your energy. They have no intent of actually supporting you. They just want your influence and your lifeline and what you contribute. They're just gonna take and never pour back into you. Right. And you got to go through that enough times to know what it feel like. I was like, oh yeah, niggas just oh, I get it. Right. I'm like a lot of dudes' energy source for creativity. It's very convenient for me to be down here and just be your source of your creative energy source for you to just come through, take from, and run back up there. Right. But now, nigga, out the fucking ground, out the dirt, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now the bar is gonna get raised, and we all got to deal with this. Now we got to operate at this level. That's just where it's at. Right. So it feels good to be in this new space, man. Word.
You see, with that being said, I know some may say that this platform is small.
I don't say that. So who's the some?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot. And I've heard it.
That's hate.
It is.
That's hate.
But I feel
nigga, you gotta they say shake the haters off, man. That's hate.
That off. You know why? Because
I fuck with you, Zoe.
I appreciate that.
And I told you that.
Fact.
Yeah, you already know.
Text, you feel me?
Word, it's my nigga.
Got a Christmas text.
Nothing small about the thing. The energy you exude is a part of why I fuck with you. You're a good nigga, and you give good energy off. You say good things. You ask good questions. The interaction is good, but who you are shows.
Right. Thank you.
It's nothing small about nothing that's occurring on this camera right now. Nah. We're not even gonna put the energy out there in the world.
I've been trying to tell other podcasters, you want to build relationships. Mm-hmm. Because if you pay, you're going to be paying forever. Mm-hmm. Right? And people got to rock with you as a person. Mm-hmm. Because why? If it's a pay for hire, I'm coming to do what you pay me for, and that's it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing more after that, right? I might see you and not say what up to you. I don't know. I won't feel compelled to do anything for you besides what you pay me for.
But let me say this:
Go.
you're fortunate enough for your energy to attract people that you can have that kind of relationship. Because I also don't knock people who pay for what they want, because you got to invest in your craft, however it works for you.
Right.
They personality they might not be as personable, or they might not be as likable, or have the opportunity to have the connection.
Right.
So you have to pay, then pay. Do what you got to do to succeed in this business, because there's no rules to this shit. It's like the Wild Wild West.
Right.
You're just fortunate enough where your energy is like it's an attractive energy to other people that's like-minded and had a similar heart to you.
So then
You know
here's
what
the
I'm
other
saying?
part
So
to that.
that's your blessing.
If you're gonna pay,
I mean?
you gotta leverage that.
Facts.
Right. So that's the other side to it, right?
Mhm.
You gotta know, if I make this, if I invest in this move, then this can get me here.
Exactly.
And you know, it connects. You feel me? So
Mhm.
shout out to Dice. That's my brother. That's how the Jim Jones interview happened. You feel
Oh,
me?
okay. See?
So, and I won't say his name either, but a guy told me, now this is mad flattering. He said, "Oh, you're not paying people for interviews?" I said, "No." And he's like, "Nah, I seen who you had on there. You definitely paying." I was like, "Bro, I'm telling you, no."
Right.
It's all based off relationships. Like, one
See?
person has connected the dot to the next person. And I've used the DMs, comments, emails, you know, getting myself out there, meeting people in person.
Facts.
That has helped. You see me at the Davies party doing interviews, whatever, and then I get to meet those people in person.
Facts.
Right? So being around, you know what I'm saying, putting the content out, trying to post something every day.
I call that putting your pain in.
Putting the pain in.
That's investing in your brand and your craft. It's not always just money when I say investing.
Right.
You invested in your brand and your craft, and that's why it's growing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna resonate with people, bro.
Absolutely. So this one right here is for the ladies, man. So we're gonna go into poetry.
Okay, facts.
In a world full of surgery, your body natural.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just feel like, you know, so I grew up, I'm 32. So I grew up in the TV era. You know, you got Kyla Pratt, you know, Lisa Ray, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are smoke shows in that time. For all of us.
As a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying?
As
Girlfriends.
all that.
All of them, come on, bro. Those are naturally beautiful black women.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean?
That's a fact.
And you didn't, they all look different. They all had their curly hair, straight hair, braids, whatever it was. They all had their own, you know, Gina, Pam.
Right.
Everybody had their own different.
Pardon me.
This is okay. Everybody had their own unique beauty to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they were on TV every day.
Facts.
So, what does that line mean to you?
I'm a fan of the natural body. I think that it got overlooked in the social media era, because social media is everybody's posting their highlight reel. Everybody wants to be the best. It's filters, all this fake shit. I'm not knocking any woman that gets her body done, because like whatever you have to do to feel like the best version of yourself, you do that. Some of y'all look great. Some of y'all got bad surgery and you look bad.
Right.
But some of y'all look great. You can't even fucking tell.
Right.
But I'm going to celebrate women with natural bodies, because I'm a fan of that. You know what I'm trying to say? It feels different. That shit gonna move different when it's real. You know what I'm talking about? That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not knocking anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody. I done dated women that got the natural. Without it, my taste is just natural. You feel me? So I'm gonna, and I just wanted to shine a light on that, because when I can only imagine what it's like being a woman living in this era and trying to embrace your flaws while you watch men celebrate women that have BBLs and surgery.
Right.
It's like, how do you feel as confident as you want to when you watch maybe the man you want liking a million fake body pictures or celebrating that, and you're like, damn, but I look like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that make you feel as a woman? So I was like, somebody needed to come up and step up and be like, nah, we're gonna celebrate the natural bodies. That's
I definitely
like.
wanted to point that out. See, I feel like it was super important.
And most men actually want that. A lot of real men, like, a lot of real men be like, nah, we prefer natural bodies. Like, we prefer it. Like, that's who you want to take home to your mom's type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they might treat a girl with a super duper fake body, like the Ferrari you might rent in Miami. Right. Go ahead and I'm gonna rock this out, burn out, crash out, but I'm leaving this shit in Miami and going home. Right. Some niggas treat it like that. They don't really want it for real.
I think,
you know what I'm saying? It's a toss up, man.
I feel like a lot of dudes. So you see, I've always been a good vibe. You know, I like to dance when I go out. I only came for the girls and the drinks. Now I won't say the other word, but that's what it was about. So I feel like I wasn't in there for bottle wars or trying to impress you with how much money I had, because I didn't have none. But I could dance, we have a good time, and that's the vibe. And I feel like guys, because the music in the club scene is different. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I was able to be outside, you know, the 04, no, not 04, a little early.
Mm.
I would say high school 06 to like 2014 was a great party era.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? The Vybz Kartel, all the music, Sean Paul,
Facts.
all of that. So
Yeah,
it's
all
like
that.
the dance floor was where you was getting the girls,
Right.
right? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't in the hookah section. It wasn't in the bottle section because that's what you want to impress her with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not sustainable if you're looking for the quality of a woman.
Right. You know what's crazy? I mean, popping bottles and all that is cool in the moment, right? But that does not keep the women there.
Mm-hmm.
When the alcohol is done, they'll leave. You got to have personality and really
Yes.
keep the woman there. You know how many times in my career, literally, that I've been like paid by niggas in the club that got the bag just to stand in a section so the girls will stay after they drink their liquor. Like, yo, how much money you want to just stay here with us, man? Because they don't come here and drink the liquor and leave. If you stay here with us, they gonna stay. That's not gonna keep them. If I'm chilling there with them, then they gonna stay. Yeah.
Right.
But we chilling, it's a vibe. Women stay for the vibe, my nigga.
Thank you.
Niggas stay.
I've been telling these
Women
young
stay for the
bucks.
vibe. It ain't
It's the vibe.
the money gonna attract them, but they stay for the vibe.
Yes.
They'll come for the bread.
Oh yes.
But then they gonna leave too.
Yes.
They stay for the vibe.
Be a vibe, gentlemen.
Yeah, be a
Please.
vibe. The worst type of situation is when a nigga text game is great. His DM game is great. Now you got her intrigued with how you texting and talking. She's like, oh, I'm into this nigga. And she meets you in person and your personality dry as shit. There's nothing to say. It's no vibe. That ain't getting you the buns, bro.
Right.
You got to be a vibe still. They stay for the vibe. They might come for the look and appeal and the flash, but they stay for the vibe, bro.
Right.
That's the jewel right there.
Right.
Word.
Absolutely. And also, depending on how your financial situation is, you might want to work her up to a really nice dinner. I ain't gonna lie, we're going to City Island first date, all the way in the back. That's where we at. Henny Collides and Strip. What we doing? Feel me?
That's a fact.
Under $100 date right there. Boom. Good time. Water right there. You smoke, we smoke by the water, whatever it is. But create the aesthetics.
It gotta be the vibe, bro. Any woman that's only dating you just to go to like a fancy restaurant or whatever it is, she ain't really jacking you.
No, she's not.
Because I don't knock taking a woman anywhere expensive, but if that's all you want to do, she ain't really jacking you.
Right.
A woman will fuck with you in an expensive restaurant or at a picnic for free
Right.
if she fucking with your bop. If she just there for the free meals, and nigga, you asked out regardless.
Yeah, you
if
have
she
to
really
fuck.
jacking your bop and your vibe, y'all can go wherever. Y'all can go,
Wherever, bro.
y'all can go wherever.
City Island.
It could be y'all could do a museum date and eat fucking street food,
Right.
or you can go to the Nobles and do whatever. You go to,
Right.
it don't matter where you go if she jacking your bop, bro.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you.
Telling.
It's the vibe, man.
I'm trying to put them on.
You got to be a vibe.
You got to be a vibe.
The money is attractive, but that nobody's staying for that. You got to be a vibe. If she a real bitch, she might just use you.
Facts.
But if you're a vibe, she gonna be like, nah, fuck with son.
Absolutely.
Money and I don't rocking with him.
So I want to get into glory.
Mm-hmm.
Right. My mama gone. The spirit above me is not as lonely.
Mm.
My mom and my daddy gone. Nobody shot them. They asked for emergency contacts, but I ain't got one.
That's one of the realest lines I ever said in the record. I said, my mama and my daddy gone. What I said after that? Nobody got one?
Nobody shotgun.
Yeah, no, there's nobody shotgun. They asked for emergency contacts, but I don't got one. And I came out when I was filling out a form and it said emergency contact. And I was like, oh, damn, I don't got one. It just hit me. I was like, damn, I don't got no parents. But they Spurs is with me, man. They are definitely leading the show right now. I'm not alone on this journey.
Show the world the back of my coat, man. This is my pops.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? My mans did this for me years ago.
I love that for you, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I lost my dad in 2015.
Mm.
And I just lost my mom 3 days ago.
That sucks.
2 days ago.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
blessings, my G. Blessings.
No, thank you, bro. So when
I
I heard this, I was like, oh, Grafh was talking to me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a different kind of pain and a different kind of understanding.
Right.
And it's fresh, you know what I'm saying? Even though I've been going through it.
You probably ain't even processed it yet. Keep it
No,
up.
I ain't processed it yet. Funeral next week.
Yeah, you going through all that stuff.
You know, I'm kind of famous, so that's why I ain't saying nothing publicly to, you know, respect my family. I don't want everybody calling them and you know, because it's already enough right now.
Right, of course.
So if I say something, like, this is cool because it's going to be here. Right.
Right.
No clip, no nothing here. So if you seen it here, you seen it here.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Feel me? This is where it's going to live. This is me getting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? But it's been tremendously hard because my dad died in his sleep.
Damn.
So that was cool. Boom, just happened. There's no going back and forth, right?
Right.
There's no pull the plug. There's none of that.
Mm.
But then seeing moms kind of start fading away over the last 4 or 5 months has been the craziest
That's
feeling,
hard.
bro.
That's hard.
The anxiety. And I don't even like using words like that because I don't want it to have hold on me. You feel me?
Right.
So I never say them. But I was anxious. I couldn't sleep. When my sister called me, I answered on the second ring. I was barely asleep.
Right.
Feel me? Or I would sleep good from like 11 to 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't gotta be I'm gonna be up to like 6.
Right.
But I would just be kind of like light, like I don't want to miss the call.
It's torturous.
It's super torturous.
When I lost my mom's, it was the COVID shit.
Okay.
So I wasn't allowed to go in the hospital and see her. I'm just watching on FaceTime, going through this torture every day. And that shit was the hardest thing in the world, bro. So watch that. I thought she was gonna make it out. But watch that shit. And then she passed on my birthday, dog.
Wow.
I thought she was gonna come home on birthday. That shit went crazy. Like my birthday was August 22nd. She passed August 21st at like right before midnight. Damn near.
Crazy. August 21st is my dad's birthday.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's nuts.
Wow, it's fucking nuts. So it's like that shit was hard, bro. I was just reading her books and doing all that kind of shit, just trying to take her mind off the pain she was going through. And I read a Michelle Obama book. I read a Tyler Perry Mad books. I read a bunch of books to her. But it's like it's good that I used that time to just read and bond. But we had a crazy time to bond. But I think she knew she's about to go. So she was trying to prepare me because I'm an only child. It's just me and her. Oh. That shit. I don't even know how to talk about shit. That's why it comes out in the music. Because the music saved my life, bro. Music is therapy like a motherfucker. I don't know how to express it. Like you're doing a better job expressing your pain than me. I didn't mention it. I didn't mention she was not on the planet for so long. Right. Like even in interviews, conversation, creditors call, oh, well, but she's not here right now. Like I couldn't even say it.
Right.
Word. So I don't know if that's healthy or not, but that's just me. Word.
Yeah, I think everything comes because it's a journey. Right. Right. And some of the waves. Okay, cool. Hold on, I'm disturbing this shit. Can you call Wolf? Pose it. Boom. I gotta get this timestamp. You know what? Fuck it though. We're not gonna pause. I'm gonna stay here and give y'all bars, talk my shit. We're pretty much at the tail end of the interview. My life has tremendously changed with the loss of my mother. Friday morning was probably, it's crazy because I haven't really cried since. And I don't know if I took all my tears out, probably didn't because I've gotten teary-eyed a lot. But it's been one of those things where when I got the call, because she was in hospice, right? So I got there around 8:15. I got the call at 4:45 in the morning. Shout out to my sister Jen, I love you. I didn't expect to see her body. So I think when I got there, it kind of like, oh, she's right there. And it kind of got me to the point where it's the black bathroom. It's the black plunger key. Right here in the next room. You see the other room? Oh yeah, you just gotta crack it open. Right? So, Grafh got to use the bathroom and all of that. But nonetheless, I didn't expect to see her. And when I seen her, I'm like, oh shit, my mom is right there. And she's transitioned. And everybody's there. We embracing each other. Shout out to my aunt Maribel, my cousin Brittany, my aunt Jessie. Everything about that situation just got me like, Uncle Jay. So it was when I got my moment to myself, right? They were like, everybody's leaving because we got to go to my grandmother's house, right? So we can't call Granny 82. So we can't call Granny and tell her that over the phone. She lived by herself, so that's dangerous. So we got to go over there together and tell her in person. And in the midst of all of that, I got my moment with my moms. And I got on my knees. I prayed. I talked to her. I got everything off my chest. I remember my sister before, she was like, yo, like, tell her you forgive her. And I was like, yo, I've been forgave you. Like, I've made, and it's crazy. If y'all really been watching the podcast since October, I've made so much peace. Like, you may even sound a difference in me, but I've made a lot of peace with myself. I made a lot of amends with a lot of people that mean a lot to me. And I'm not compromising myself no more. I'm no longer compromising myself, because if I love you, I love you. Right? That's how I feel. And the feeling don't gotta be mutual. You don't gotta say I love you too, right? Because where I'm moving and how I'm moving from now and on is I'm following my heart, right? I have my own heart that God gave me, and whatever's in yours is in yours. And I hope that I can only perpetuate good things to you, right? I don't got no bad intentions for nobody. But all I know is that life is short. We all on borrowed time. You don't know when you're gonna go, right? And like my son JoJo Simmons says, no one's too big for a sorry, right? I feel like there's been, I don't want to put nobody's trauma on the scale, but there's always been something. And I feel like you're able to make amends with that. Feel me? So right now,
Back, ladies and gentlemen.
you know, we're getting ready to wrap up. Grafh is back.
Mm-hmm.
I like that record. Remember, what is it? Remember who you are, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in closing, no matter where you go, always remember where you are. Fire record. Jim went off on that record.
He really did.
Snap.
Shout out to Jim, man. Did we talk about the Cam Jim shit?
We spoke about it earlier, but let's give Jim, as Jim is an alum of Conversation with Zoe, let's give Jim his flowers right
Yeah, I want to say I'm a testament to this too, because I've been around Jim a million years, man. Jim is a hardworking ass like MC. Like, he's dead serious about his craft and dead serious about getting progressively nicer every day. That nigga's not playing. Like, when he's talking to shit like, I'll battle whoever, he's dead serious. And nigga take his pen, his craft serious. Jim go in, nigga. He writes them records and he goes. That nigga's dead serious about just being better than he was yesterday every day. He's shout to Jim. That's how I am.
Right.
I approach shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So shout to Jim.
Absolutely. I've been around him a lot. You know, definitely shout out to Bag Fuel, S.O. Heineken, all
Shout out to them boys.
the IFC family, Influencers Club. Shout out to Bossy Bells. That's the sis. Great events, you know, bringing the culture together. We all have influence, and we should be putting our influence together. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
The currency only grows and gets bigger from that point.
I'm telling you.
Tremendous guy, tremendous talent, works hard, always in the studio.
Nah, he ain't work hard. He dead ass serious about rapping circles around you niggas. He ain't joking.
Right.
He work hard, man.
Right.
I got to shout out. Did I shout out my music program?
Yeah.
Make sure I don't forget that.
We always got to circle back on that.
Got to make sure I represent the kids the right way and let y'all know we are here for the kids, man. You doing the same thing, which I respect, my nigga.
Absolutely, man. God bless.
We have to hold the kids down. They're the future leaders of the world. I wish teachers got paid like doctors, man, because you are molding the great minds of the future leaders of the world, man. I be in there for these kids, really trying to. I got a program called Music Therapy where I come into the schools myself with my laptop and the speakers and Pro Tools and the whole nine and show these kids how to make music and be creative and express themselves in the best way possible. And I make it seem like it's just a fun program for self-expression in terms of music and being creative, but it's really based in social and emotional learning and being therapeutic and really expressing how you feel and getting your pain out. Becoming a better communicator, which is gonna make you a better human being in general.
Yes.
Because us from the hood, all we learned is pain and frustration. We don't know how to express love and nothing positive. We ain't learned that.
Right.
I ain't learned love was cool till I was a grown ass man. I looked at love like it was a weakness and being vulnerable like it was a weakness this whole time. Meanwhile, that's a superpower and a strength. You know what I mean? So we're being there, that's really bonding with the shorties, the kids, and empowering them with tools to be better communicators and getting that pain out.
Right.
One of my programs in the jail, in the school in the jail. So I'm in there with them kids. I see what they're going through. I mean, I'm outside anyway, but I really see what's going through from the inside. And just, it's the lack of guidance, bro. Right. It's the lack of guidance. A lot of these kids don't have the father figures or the guidance, and they lead each other outside.
Right.
and it's leading to a bunch of shootings, and it's just crazy because a lot of them run to the gun before they run to their fists. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up in an era, we outside, you have to fight first. A lot of niggas be scared to fight. So they run for them pistols. You catching a body don't make you gangster at all. It's actually showing you more scary. Because you afraid of that nigga. You afraid to throw them hands up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lack of guidance and a lot of miscommunication, bro.
Right.
So I'm really just here for the kids and try to help them be better communicators, make cool-ass songs, shoot videos, and just help them become better people, man. Word.
Right. That's amazing, man. We definitely gonna shout out your program at the beginning of every episode for sure. Let the whole world know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely put that in my rundown and all of my intros to make sure everybody knows what my brother Grafh is doing. And definitely shout out to Slice of Excellence, where we trade report cards for pizza.
I love that,
And
man. That's so
we're
good.
doing fly things for the youth every month on perfect attendance. The report cards. Shout out to Up
I need
NYC and Pick a Teacher, Pick a Sneaker. You know, doing fly.
And I told you,
sneaker for the
whenever you need
kids.
my likeness, I'm 100%. Whenever you need me to come for that, I'm coming through. Pizza, sneaker,
it.
all that. I'm there.
Do
I'm
it.
there.
Let's do it. We gotta do it in Queens, man, for sure.
Yeah, man.
That's our next stop. I definitely want to branch out of the Bronx.
Mhm.
Now that I've done it 3 times in the Bronx, and you know, Harlem, Queens.
You can bring it to some
Brooklyn.
of the schools I'm in. I'm in a bunch of schools in the Bronx. I'm in some schools. I'm in every borough except for Queens. Damn, I don't got no schools in Queens yet. But yeah, you can bring some of the schools I'm in.
Yeah,
Word.
for sure. I'm down. So listen, man. Shout outs. What does 2025 looks like for you? And let's get out of here.
2025 is just gonna be a onslaught of more music, man. I'm actually gonna re-release the Oracle One right now because it's not on DSPs. I'm gonna re-release Oracle One, put it on vinyl and tapes and everything. Make sure it's accessible. I'm actually cooking up a project with me and my brother Bun B. We got a bunch of records together, so we might just put a project out just for no goddamn reason. You know what I'm saying? And I got a record I'm gonna drop with Joyner Lucas. Just mad. I'm just gonna dump so much music, man. I'm just enjoying the space I'm in. I'm creating an abundance of joints. Like you said, I'm in a place of abundance, so I'm just gonna give the people more music. Like I have so much music, and I made like 5 records in the last 2 days.
Right.
It's like, what I'm gonna do with all this music? I'm just gonna give it to y'all, man. I'm gonna really get the dumping. Last year I really put my foot on the neck. You know what I'm saying? I went to tour with Joyner Lucas. That shit was amazing. Then I reunited this whole Rock Boy situation, which was I wasn't even playing. That was just a blessing from God to be able to connect with men I respect in that way. And we're actually gonna tour. We're still working on a tour, the Rock Boys. Shout out to all the Rock Boys and shit. And I was fortunate enough to go on tour with the Locks. They still on tours. I'm still on some of them dates. The fucking Locks, like, you know, all this shit is like dream come true bucket list stuff for me, man. So I'm just trying to do more of that, more of what I love this year, and just at a higher level and scale people higher and higher, and just keep going up. Keep giving people, keep creating. That's it.
Right.
Word. Hova Line, Dope NYC. Let me not forget that. I be forgetting. I'm the worst at promoting my shit, and I be forgetting mad shit. Yeah. But that's it, man. It's gonna be a joyous year. That's keep watching. I appreciate everybody that's down for the journey, that been there from the beginning. Everybody that's new to just get tapped in with a nigga. Stick around, man. It's gonna be a fun ride. I promise you. Word.
Absolutely, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Stay tuned with the guy. This is gonna drop really soon. You know, as I have a lot of personal things to tend to, but we're gonna be running it up. Like this year is all gas, no brakes.
Facts.
For me.
That's it.
And I'm excited. You know, I know I said it. I said 2025 is gonna have a fucked up start, but it's gonna be a great year.
Yeah.
For me. So this smoke gonna clear. Everything gonna be all right. But we here and we out, and it's love.
Peace.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Indeed. That was good money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did another one. We've got another one, sir. We've got another one, sir.